At Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing Jones. And his first look is incomplete. And, Charles, this defense may be excited, you'd have to think, at the prospect of facing a team working on a 3-game losing streak.
But their head coach, he really kind of poured water on that in his weekly press conference, and I would say the water was cold there, partner. He told everybody, listen, everybody's a threat. We can't take our eyes off the prize for 1 minute in this league. And I know everyone watching him say it, they may not have believed it, but no one challenged him.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Jones throwing after the interception. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a changing tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
44 is the mic. 40. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Seven Pirates.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Looking to throw. Jones. This is White on the screen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
Mike 28. Mike 28. And I'm coming up.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away.
Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it right side to White. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones eluding the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. White's got a 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 28, Mike 28. Check. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Back in 60. 28.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 31, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got it.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
44 is the mic. 44.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Jones throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Mike spoke both. They gonna need some therapy after this.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Watch the slats. Watch it.
Check hot route.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And running with power here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and
he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Mike 28. Mike.
Here's Jones on third down. He'll drop it underneath to White. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Chubb on the counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Jones completes it to Aguilar. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I'm on. 44, 44, Mike, 44. You.
Jones from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Check. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Let's get the ball.
Back to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 44. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jones now throwing on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones out right to Bourne. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now Jones on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run for it. This is White. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything